Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Final Fantasy XVI. I'm EJ, and we're gonna continue where we left off. So we learned more about the bearers and their lives in the previous episode, and it's very dark, very sad. Like it sucks to know about that. Or it sucks that it's happening in Final Fantasy. But again, this is a more darker version of the game, I guess you could say. Franchise. I mean. But yeah, so we ended up in Rosaria. We met the captain's wife, who is right there, and we're gonna push forward. Phoenix Gate. We're trying to see what really happened at Phoenix Gate. So if you missed last episode, you can click on the link above my head and you can watch it. I know it's 2 hours long, but these type of games, it's very hard to keep keep it at a
You? Those are Elwyn's. By the flames.
short like
You're
thing,
his
that's what I should say.
firstborn. Clive Rosfield.
You're mistaken.
It also seems like a lot of people know who I am here, like a familiar face type deal, especially with the
You
outfit
can't
now.
fool me, my lord. You're the very image of your father. And that would be true even if you weren't wearing his clothes. The self-same garments Hannah was keeping for you, if I'm not mistaken. She always swore that she would never part with them until the day Elwyn's sons returned. And now that day has come. Why, you'll be able to take your bearers back as well.
My bearers.
So he doesn't see them as slaves. He sees them more as people with, of course, a lower class job, but still.
Forgive me, Master Mayor. I was a child when last I came to Eastpool. I didn't recognize you.
Oh, I'd be surprised if you recognized anything at all. Much has changed since Rosaria fell to the Empire. Not least for the bearers, who once served her noble families. When the Ironbloods sacked Rosalith 13 years back, many who lost their masters fled here in search of sanctuary.
And never returned.
Aye. The plan was to send them home once we'd won back the capital. But then the Imperials arrived. Rosaria became a province of Sanbreque. The duchy was dissolved, and they no longer had any home to return to. Back in your father's day, any bearer who lost their master became a ward of the duchy. We'd hand them over to the sheriffs, and they'd be assigned a new position. But when we saw how the Empire treated their branded, we knew that wasn't an option. So they've been here ever since.
And now you want to give them to me.
They're yours by right, Lord Rosfield. Bequeathed you by your late father. And they'd be better off serving you than hiding here. Indeed, many of them used to serve your house, and still considered the Rosfields their masters.
I'm no one's master. Not anymore. They wouldn't be safe with me.
I understand. You'll forgive an old man his fanciful notions. Been daydreaming for too long. But still, I would ask a favor of you. A small mercy.
If it is within my power.
One of the bearers is an elderly fellow who still swears absolute loyalty to Archduke Elwyn. I don't ask that you take him into your service, only that you meet with him. Let him see that Elwyn's son still lives, and that he's as fine a man as his father ever was.
It would be my honor.
Thank you, my lord. He sits by the well most days, watching the people go about their business. If you could show him your face, I would be most grateful.
So yeah, this is nice, like
As fine a man as my father.
getting to see
You're
like
not so very different, you know,
the people you
especially dressed like that.
knew back
Come
when
on.
you were younger.
Let's go and meet that bearer.
Like, it's definitely nice. What more to bring better health to his mentality?
He's not here.
Well, I can't leave without meeting him. I've let the mayor down once already. It would be cruel to disappoint him again.
Right, let's ask around. Someone must have seen him.
'Cause, you know, Clive for sure is definitely broken for his mental health. All the bears can help with that.
Well now, unfamiliar faces. What brings you to Eastpool, travellers?
We're looking for an elderly bearer. You wouldn't happen to have seen him, would you?
Ah, you mean the old boy who always waits by the well?
Yes, that's him.
What business do you have with him, if you don't mind me asking? You're not from the capital too, are you?
We are, in a way.
Back in the
Well
day.
then, it's a pleasure to meet a fellow Rosalithian. I was born and raised down Market Street. And never would have left if Archduke Elwyn had survived the fire. It wasn't the same when the Duchess took over, though. All the beatings, the evictions, the levies
Bastards.
going up and up and up, even as the blight took half the harvest.
It wasn't the fire that
Oh,
took my
listen to
father.
me, telling
It was
you
the
what you already know.
Imperials.
I'm sorry. And I'm afraid I can't help you with your bearer either, though I doubt he'll have gone far. He comes here every day, almost as if he's waiting for something.
We'll keep asking around then. Thank you.
Where's this old get?
Good day, milady. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for a bearer, an elderly fellow who used to serve the Rosfields. Have you seen him?
Ah, that old loon. No, no sign of him today. Funny, he's usually down by the well at this hour, cooking up his fantasy feasts.
I'm sorry?
Oh, he worked in the kitchens at Rosalith Castle back in the day. Still thinks he's there now. You'd often hear the poor fool chatting away to the Archduke. Living in a dream he is. But better there than here, I suppose. Can't imagine the Vicereine stopping to trade tales with a bearer. Can you?
No.
Anyway, you'll be round here somewhere. Doubt he has the path to stray too far.
Thank you. We'll keep looking.
Alright, so that was my personal chef, I guess. Or house chef.
Hey, hold on a mo. Young Patrick, the chocobo keeper, might know where he is. He's taken the old bird under his wing, so to speak. He'll be in the stables. You should go and have a word with him.
And that I shall.
Patrick the Chocobo Keeper. Thank you. We will.
I'm sorry, Jill. For making you do all this in my stead.
It can't be helped if we're to keep up the pretense. Come on, let's head for the stables.
Where the bloody hell's he got to?
Excuse me, but is something the matter?
It's this bearer I've been minding. I take my eyes off him for 1 minute and he disappears. He's not in his usual spot by the well, nor anywhere else in the village.
You must be Patrick.
I am, but
And this bearer you're looking for, he's an elderly man who used to work in the Rosalith Castle kitchens, yes?
that's the fella. How do you know all this? I've never seen you in Eastpool before, but you seem to know the place better than I do myself.
One thing is, since I'm wearing my father's clothes, don't you think people would recognize the outfit? I mean, it has been, what, 13 years? You'd think they'd recognize his outfit as King's outfit. If it was my father's.
Ah, so that's how it is. Well then, if you're acting under orders of the mayor, you're on about to help me find him. He's been losing what little sense he had left of late, saying the sheriffs are coming to collect him and that he needs to go back to the castle. I was supposed to watch over him, keep him out of trouble. But if he's walked out on us, there's not a lot I can do.
Understood. You keep searching here. We'll look for him outside.
Thank you. I'm in your debt.
Alright, let's go find the old man and tell him the good news.
I hope he hasn't wandered into trouble.
Let's just concentrate on finding him.
And how do carriages run over all this? Being all bumpy.
Still no sign. Could he have strayed even further?
Is it this way? Am I going the right way? Oh, I don't think this is the way. Yeah, we're going the other way. Or maybe that was the way. Oops. Alright, let's go. Oh, look at that sword. So yeah, we got this at the end of the last video, and woo, loving how Clive looks now. Surprisingly, there's no things I need to fight here. I remember going through here earlier and seeing tarantulas or spiders.
Look, there's someone over there.
Look at that view.
It might be him. We should hurry.
The hurry. Oh,
Company.
I got
Don't
just a
leave them
thing
to
for
your
that.
man. They need to die.
Agreed.
Get over here.
There, boy!
Over here.
Finished!
He's fall bad and putted him.
There, boy!
Not putted Give him that 9-iron.
Get him, boy! Sick of Torgal! You know what to do, boy! Get him, boy!
Oh, I wanted to charge this up.
There, boy!
Oh, are you serious?
Sick of Torgal! Get him, boy! Get him! Get him, boy!
Let's finish these guys off real quick and save the old man. Fang steel silk. I wonder if like these people like
Are you all right, my friend? Come on. Let's go home.
Your Grace, you came for me. I waited for you so long, but you finally came.
I'm not who you think.
Clive.
He knows.
Yes. Pray forgive my long delay.
It's nothing, Your Grace. I prayed to the Founder that you would come, and at long last, he answered. Will we be returning to the castle, then? There is still a place for me in the kitchens?
No, my friend. We will not be returning to the castle, not yet. I'm on a very important expedition, one which may take some time. Could you wait for me in Eastpool until my journey is complete? I will come back for you then. I promise.
Of course, Your Grace. For you, I would gladly wait until my dying day.
Thank you, both of you. You've been most kind. The memory of serving the late Archduke was as one light in the darkness, and now that light burns a little more brightly. It's nothing but a fantasy, of course, but it's better than the truth of the matter. A damn sight better. The blight is on our doorstep. Our harvests are failing. The people are leaving in droves. If it weren't for Lady Hannah selling half our worldly goods to provide for the few of us who stayed behind, we would long since have starved. We want to keep the bearers safe here, we really do. But unless a miracle happens, we won't be able to spare a crust of bread to share between them soon enough.
Is it really that bad?
So bad, I even petitioned the Imperial garrison to take them. But when they found out where they'd come from, they damn near spat in our faces. Ducal dogs, they called them. Enemies of the Empire.
I know a man named Sid, who would gladly give a home to any bearer in need of one. Leave this with me. As soon as I return from Phoenix Gate, I'll speak with him.
Thank you, my lord. Will you be passing through Eastpool on your way back? I should very much like to speak with you again, if you have the time, regarding the future of the village, and what might be done for Lady Hannah, after all she's done for us.
Yes, of course. I'll be back anon.
Fare you well, my lord, my lady. I wish you a safe journey.
Yeah, so what I was saying was, I wonder if, like, if I take back the castle, if all these guys are gonna be, like, back in there with me. Like, all the bears that I once talked to. Assuming I do take back the castle. Alright, here we are, Phoenix Gate. Oh. Oh wow, the blight is really close.
The Deadlands are aptly named.
I didn't realize they were this close.
No wonder their crops are failing. The blight is leaching the ether from the soil. And when the last drop is drained, their fields will turn to this. No plants, no animals, no life.
And no monsters. I suppose that's one small mercy.
We won't be able to use any magic here.
Another thing to worry about. As if the absence of ether didn't cause enough problems.
Take away the lad's life force, and problems are all that's left.
I hope I'm not missing any of the items here, because
I can hardly
I haven't really
imagine
been
what
looking
this
around.
place used to look like before the blight took it.
I remember. It was beautiful.
Yeah, I really would have wanted to go through here without the blight. What I said, look, oh,
There
we're
it
here.
is. Phoenix Gate,
All memories.
where it all went wrong.
Come on, Clive. It's time to discover the truth.
If you guys are still watching, pay attention, because, man, this part's got to get good. I hope it tells us a lot of what's really going on. Alright, here we go. So, is this where I'm from? Is this Rosalia, the kingdom? I think it is, because we're right here next to Rosalia, so I think that's what that is. Bet he's run through all his memories.
It's almost as if time had stood still.
We also know that Joshua's still alive, so...
I suppose no one had any cause to return here. No. It's just as I left it.
What's that? What is that?
Let's have a look around.
Buried memories. If I remember, there was like something under all...
I have done this.
Something under Phoenix's gate. Holy shit. God. Yeah, this is where that fight took place. But yeah, there, I think it was called the Apodatory. I don't know what that is, but it looks like it was holding the ground up, I guess, or something. So I'm hoping maybe we're gonna find our way down there.
What is it, Torgal?
Hooded man. Does it see the hooded man?
Clive.
Or is that one Joshua?
That's him.
It doesn't make sense. Why? Is there
He's
two
the only
hooded
one who can
men?
tell me what happened. I have to know.
Because Joshua was a phoenix when he showed up the first time. The Apodatory. This has got to be the Apodatory.
Where is he?
That door?
Nowhere to be seen.
What's that door?
Damn it! He's like a bloody eel.
What is this place, anyway? Some sort of shrine?
Oh, sorry. You've never been here before. This is the Hall of the Gate.
The gate?
It's a door.
It's a relic of the Fallen. Only the Phoenix's dominant can open it.
Hence the castle's name. This was where Joshua was supposed to...
Yes. He would have stepped through this door the next morning and listened to the words of our ancestors.
Would you have gone with him?
No. The Apodatory is holy ground. None but the dominant may enter.
But if I'm...
I and the other shields would have stood guard here and prayed for my brother's safe return.
If the Phoenix can open it, then I should be
Where the
able
hell
to
did
open
he
it.
go?
Because I am...
Perhaps he
I
went
have
inside.
the Phoenix's power, so...
He couldn't have. He'd need the power of the Phoenix.
Light bulb. Yeah, you have the power of the Phoenix, but I mean, you can't turn into the Phoenix, because you're Ifrit, but... Same blood, so... What I don't understand is how, who is Clive's real mother, or if that bitch really is his real mother. I don't understand why she
Thank you,
hates him.
Joshua.
Are you sure about this?
Nevermore.
Maybe she's just super psycho or something. People would do for power. Yep, the Apodatory, as I thought, would be going down here. Oh, the Hollow
Another
Ancestors,
gate.
but this is what
Let's
the
see if
Phoenix
this one
and
opens.
Ifrit were fighting in. that epic battle scene in the beginning of the game and in the demo. This is where they were, I'm guessing.
Could this place really be a fallen ruin?
Wow.
Could hardly call it a ruin.
It's like they got
Perfect. Like it was built yesterday.
the distance and everything is so crazy. Like, it's like they nailed how it would look. I don't know how
I've never
to
seen anything like this.
describe it. It just looks so good. Definitely looks like an arena, though. It's a shrine.
Well,
Oh, that thing's gonna come to life. Yep. Here we go.
What do we do?
the usual.
The usual.
Sick him, Torgal.
Not too bad.
Get him. That's enough. Sick him, Torgal. Get him, boy.
That was quick. Oh shit, there's more.
More trouble.
Ooh. We got some Star Wars looking people.
Get him. There, boy. Stay down. Get him, boy. Sick him, Torgal.
Oh shit! I forgot I had this one and not the spinning one. That's okay. I'll probably get it back up by the time
Still function.
I need it.
How can any of this? This must be what the fallen ruins were like before they fell.
Oops. Wrong button. Magic ash. What are these things? But yeah, this is definitely giving me Final Fantasy 12 vibes.
There, boy.
Too slow.
Sick him, Torgal.
Well, I was waiting to dodge it, but it took forever to fire. Okay, I guess, this way? That's where I came from. No? No, it's not. Guess we're going down. Yeah, so, like, all this stuff was, like, getting super destroyed as me and the Phoenix are fighting in here. Let's get it on.
Looks like it could take a beating.
Then let's give it one.
Oh, hello.
Over here.
Oh, come on, I dodged that.
Not this time.
You know what to do.
Oh, no parry?
Sick him, Torgal. Get him. Get him, boy. There, boy.
Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Hello. God, I'm getting wrecked. Oh, he's staggered. That's a good thing.
Get him! Get him, boy! You know what to do, boy. There, boy!
Woo!
Over here.
Ah, the timing is like, it tricks you.
Not this time.
See? Ah.
There, boy! Get him, boy! There, boy! Get him!
God, I gotta get back into the swing of things.
Sick of Toggle! Get him, boy!
Does any of this make sense to you?
No, it doesn't.
Let's find the hooded man and leave.
Potion? A favor of wind gouge. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna add, I think I've mentioned this before, I'm not gonna add any of those single item power-ups. Like for it powers up one ability, I'm probably not gonna ever use them. So I'm just gonna sell them. Because I don't stick to one, you know, I stick to a bunch of abilities. I'll use them when I can, so it's like just gonna take up space. So I'm gonna use them for something like that does a whole variety of things, as far as like power up strength, power up defense, like that kind of stuff.
Hey!
Whatever they are, I don't think they're friendly.
You know what to do, boy.
Just gonna use it, see what I can get rid of.
Get him! Sick of Toggle! Stay down!
Home run, maybe. Oh, go! Woo! He was self-destructed. What is...
Would Joshua have had to run this gauntlet too?
No. At least not that I ever heard about.
I think if
I
you...
imagine the Phoenix would receive a warmer welcome.
Yeah, I think if you were the Phoenix, you would have a better welcome than this. I think they sense that I'm Ifrit, and they're protecting the place.
Here we go again. Where will we end up this time?
Surrounded by contraptions hell-bent on murdering us, I expect. Could the hooded man really have taken this path?
We won't know until we've followed it all the way to the end. Come on, let's keep looking.
Checking around, making sure nothing's left. Who knows, there could be a couple items in there. A couple chest boxes. Oh, you again? Alright, well, shit.
Get him! Right. Sick of Toggle! Give me fire! Not this time.
Yours just like so slow.
boy.
Oh, come on! There we go.
Sick of Toggle.
1, 2, 3.
You know what to do, boy. Get him. Sick of Toggle.
I don't know why I'm going for the big one when I should probably be going for the smaller ones.
Get him, boy. You know what to do, boy. That's enough. Sick of Toggle.
Yeah, next time I'll remember to go for the smaller ones first to make sure that I'm not getting hit from all directions as I'm doing this. Alright. Oh, come on. Well. Alright, well.
Get him. Sick of Toggle. Stay down. Get him, boy.
Look out! There's more of them.
Oh.
A fool like the rest. There, boy.
Get the area attack going. Get a home run. Oh, I wasted it. Oh, what's he doing?
Too slow. Get him.
This guy's on stagger.
Get him.
What are you barking at? I'm glad they're putting items in here, though. Yeah, Rook's Gambit. Again, one of those things that I'm not gonna use. Because if I'm guessing right, I have, what, 4 elements, and then I've only got, like, 3 stuff to equip amulets to, so it's kind of pointless. That's just my opinion, though. Like, if you're really if you want to play the game and you're really focused on one ability, then maybe it could come in handy, but then you'd have to get that cooldown ready too, which kind of is a pain in the ass. So to me, there's no benefit of powering up an ability. Maybe through like the ability menus, like adding the ability points to it, but not via item. Oh, great. Now we get to fight a big dude. Or a stronger dude. Big dude. Stronger big dude. Damn, why does it look like Toggies? a lot of these games are coming out with Gundam looking figures. Oh.
Sick of Toggle.
Ow. Ow. Can I parry that? I don't know if I should be focused on trying to parry shit, but I'm gonna try it. Ah. I'm dodging, bro. when they get to 50%, bring him down with a deadly embrace.
You know what to do, boy. Get him. Sick of Toggle. Get him.
Come on.
Sick of Toggle.
That's right.
Too slow.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with just. I think pairing is great, but the timing is just so stupid. I think I'll just let the pairing happen when it happens.
Not this time.
All right, here we go.
You know what to do, boy. Sick of Toggle. Get him. Sick of Toggle.
Woo! 16505. Let's go.
What to do, boy. Sick of Toggle. There, boy.
Press the attack. Oh shit! Atomic ray.
Drawing in energy.
How long is it? Okay. Sick of Toggle.
Come on. How long?
There, boy.
How long do I got?
Get him, boy.
Okay, I'm not gonna worry about it.
Down.
This is our chance.
Get him. You know what to do, boy. Get him, boy.
Ooh, precision air dodge? You gotta be kidding me. Get down.
Sick of Toggle. There, boy. Sick of Toggle.
Ah, I walked into that one.
Get him, boy.
Too early. Too late. Hell yeah, it's over.
Get him, boy.
Iron Giant dismantled. Oh, I can finally get my tornado thing that I wanted. Tornado ability for Garuda. That wasn't so bad.
It's done.
What are these creatures? And why do they keep attacking us?
Guardians? To prevent us from going further? Duh. Come on, Jill. Piece two and two together. You're smarter than that.
They're probably asking themselves the same thing. We're the ones trespassing here. They're just protecting their home. Jill, look.
Whoa. What is that on the wall? You guys see that? What is that?
Is that some kind of mural?
It's worth a closer look, whatever it is.
Yeah, let's check the abilities first. Alright, so it was over here, and then right here. This thing. Hunts down nearby enemies, and upon snaring them, inflicts multiple hits on it. Which one is this? Yeah, nah, I don't need the kickbacks. Because I want them close to me. I'm gonna save up my ability points and just get the ones that I actually that I'm actually gonna use. So this one's gotta be changed to Aerial Blast. Yep. So those two are gonna have crazy cooldowns. Wicked Wheel. Again. I get that it's giving me all this stuff, but I'm probably just gonna sell it because I don't think I need it for anything. Oh, hey, items. Don't mind if I do. See, it's a good thing I look around. It's a good thing I look around. I mean, I probably would have missed this if I just kept going. They're potions, so. I guess. Is there a map? There's no map. Okay. I think they both directions lead to the same area, so yeah. Oh yeah, another arena. Here we go. What am I gonna fight here? What is that mural? Oh wow, what the hell is this?
All right then.
What is that? Oh, I thought he was gonna hit something.
Not this time.
Okay, so we know that move.
Get him, boy.
Oh! It's like the wind move. Oh my god!
You know what to do, boy. Too slow. Over here.
Bring him down.
Get him. Over here.
There we go. I was hoping I could get him before he did that.
Get him.
Alright, here we go. We're about to try out this. Woohoo!
Over here. Get him, boy. Not this time.
I could not see. Oh! Oh! Jesus!
Groot, give me fire.
It's over.
You know what to do, boy. What the hell was that thing?
That's what I want to
It
know.
wasn't like the others.
It would seem this place holds even more secrets than we thought.
It was like organic. I didn't see what I picked up. Potions. Okay, cool. Yeah, the cooldown's pretty similar. Oops, wrong button again. But yeah, 16505 was the most damage I've ever dealt during a stagger, so if I can hit more of those, then that'd be cool. Alright, these are also organic.
There, boy. Get him, boy. That's enough.
Okay, I think I got everything. Yeah.
What have we here?
Well, I don't know.
Another fallen wonder.
Alrighty. Okay, so we got all our abilities ready. Oh, it looks like I gotta activate all 4 of them. Or is there 4? No, I thought there was 4. No, yeah, it might be. A wraith.
You know what to do, boy.
Don't stop me from punting him.
Sick of Toggle. That's enough.
There's one of my favorite moves, the stomp kick.
You know what to do, boy. Sick of Toggle.
Ah, I love it. Love it when my combos come together. It just looks so clean.
Lights.
Well,
Camera.
that did something.
Action. Alright, what are we getting ourselves into? That's my question. That should be the last one, because that's where I came from, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. Alright, here we go.
So, it isn't a dead end after all.
Apparently not.
Alrighty. Let's go see what that thing is up there.
It all seems to lead to this room.
Is there gonna be a
And look
fight
what's
here?
in it.
Whoa, what is that? It's so crazy. It looks like it's some sort of demon or something. It looks like Ifrit, to be honest, with wings. Wait, I know I'm looking just right at it, but is there anything here? No? Okay. Well, let's go right at it again.
How old do you suppose this is? 1,000 years? More?
I don't know. I've never seen anything like it before. Who is that in the middle, do you think? Some sort of god?
That's what I want to know. What is it? Oh. Here we go again. Joshua?
You're him. The second dominant of fire. Who are you?
It's not Joshua. Wait, what? What the hell's going on? I'm so confused. Wait, so is that like his... Like he was struggling? So is that like his... Something he made up in his head, or... Something he made appear?
I'm back.
How am I here with Ifrit?
Joshua!
it! Please! Stop!
What's going on?
I did this. I killed him. Joshua chose me to be his shield.
Oh, this is in his head.
He gave me his blessing and asked me to keep him safe. I should have protected him that day.
Or not in his head, but
It was my duty.
in his realm, if that makes any sense. I don't know how to explain it.
Joshua. I'm sorry. I failed you. Joshua died. I killed him. And I blamed another for what I did. To spare myself the guilt.
Is he coming in I think he's
feared
coming to
that by
terms.
accepting it, I would lose what little was left of me. So I ran. From everything. And now? Are you ready to accept the truth? I am. I know it won't be easy, but it's what I must do. So that Joshua's soul can finally rest in peace.
Does anyone have better control of Ifrit? I gotta fight this thing? Come on!
No matter how bitter the truth that awaits me, I will press on. Come, Ifrit.
Ifrit.
Show me who you truly are.
Well, I mean, I did fight Garuda, so why not Ifrit, right? Oh, shit, this is gonna be bad. I wish I could do that. Let me turn to you. Oh. Did I only hit his head? Or can I hit his tootsies? Can I hit the tootsies? I can't hit the tootsies. I still don't see how I can actually damage this man. Or this god. Oh, it's... Ah, he just keeps moving. I'm just gonna do it. See how much it staggers. I can't see shit. Gerudo! Oh. I didn't think I could bring him down. Let's go. Oh, I'm missing everything. Hold on, there is this fucking fly. God. The perks of living in the Philippines, right? Especially next to a farm. Or next to a chicken farm.
Not this time.
Come on. We can kill it free. If I can kill Gerudo, I can kill free. Doing no damage to him like that. Dodging way too early. Couldn't get away, I was stuck under his fucking foot. There we go. Alright. I still can't believe I can take him down without transforming. Like, I don't know, like, it doesn't play to the story well. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense for me to be able to take down summons or icons so easily. Whoa, fighting my own shadow. I see what they did here. Fighting my inner self.
Still you deny it. Even with the truths staring right at you. Come on, Clive. Face your fears.
Yep, that's what this is about. Alright, well, this is gonna be a little bit easier. Maybe not. Maybe I lied. Whoa! Let me get in! Alright, check it this. Oh, hell yeah. That's it. Nah, it's gonna be a while before that's ready. Where? No. Ooh, let's go.
I see. You'd have me learn by example.
Wait a minute. When he says that, am I gonna learn how to do that shit? That should have been a parry. That should have been a parry. This game's parry mechanics is garbage. That's one thing, like I said, I'll say about it. Get out of the way! And the fact that you can't switch the fucking buttons to how dodge should be. R1 being dodged is stupid. I'm gonna fucking die here. Get out of the way. Come on, get out of there. Oh shit, he's coming to. Oh, okay, there we go. Oh shit, I used it. Damn it. I ain't dead yet.
No escape, eh? It's all right. I'm done running from you. Together, then. It's time to find out who we are.
Is he gonna do?
For all.
What is that? Accept the truth. Hell yeah. Let's go. Oh man. So this is my form, like when I use Ifrit. Like how Sid turns into like a ball of lightning, and how Benedicta turned into like a winged. I can't follow this. There it is. I'm regenning health, so that's pretty cool. What if I do this? And what if I do this? I just give it to him. I can afford one more too. He's staggered, so. Ooh, 20,000. Okay. Yes. Limit break. Let's go. Oh, I could do that too, I bet. It's gonna be Ifrit versus Ifrit. Let's go. Let's go, let's go. Come on. He's so calm about it now. He's like, I know what to do.
Enough. I know the truth of it now. You are not afraid. I am.
Hell yeah, I am. God. He sees. Oh my God. Let's go. Yep, that's not gonna. You're not gonna beat me. You can't beat the purple one. Look at that. Hit him with that hook. That shit was sick. I mean, the Garuda fight cinematic was crazy, but this is different. This is just sick. That was cool. Level 22, Fire Shard. We're using crafting. Okay, Magic Ash. Got a bunch of those. I haven't been upgrading any of my items too. I just don't want to just yet. Because I know I'm going to keep getting new ones. And it's like I want to upgrade those, and I'm not going to be able to have any craft items to craft it. Who is this guy? It's still not. They haven't said anything. I thought that would be my inner being, or inner me, rather. Born to wield limitless power. Acceptance.
Clive, are you all right?
Yeah, so I'm guessing like time stopped when I was doing all that.
It's nothing. I'll be fine.
I just accepted who I was.
No more chasing shadows.
So is that Ifrit on the
man isn't here.
on the wall?
We should go.
Ah, okay. I get it now. So the hooded man, it was me. Like back in the day, it wasn't Joshua. It was me. It was me portraying myself. But I didn't kill Joshua at that time, so how does that work? Sorry, there's a fucking fly here and it's pissing me off.
Clive, are you sure you're all right? Whatever it is, you can tell me.
I had a hard enough time telling myself. I awakened as a dominant of fire, right here in this castle, and I've been running from it ever since. But now I know for certain who I really am. The second icon of fire, who killed my brother and burn this castle to the ground was me. Ifrit.
Clive.
I took so many lives that night, and destroyed so many more, including yours. And I must atone for the crimes I've committed. But not before I learn the whole truth. How can a second icon of fire even exist? And why was I chosen as its dominant? Who is the hooded man who brought us here? And what does he want?
Wait,
I need to know.
I thought he just answered the
And
question
since
that...
I'm still breathing, I might as well make myself useful.
We'll find your answers together. I want to learn the truth too. There'll be time enough for atonement when we're done.
I was hoping you'd say that. I don't think I could do this without you. You never were one to hide from the truth. Even when we were young. And you haven't changed a bit.
You're wrong. I have changed. But I don't want to be that person anymore. The things she did were unforgivable. And yet, they're what brought us back together.
Thank you, Jill.
Where's Joshua?
If he is here, then
He's got to show his
the
face already.
disturbance I felt at the care must have been confounded. The hour is later than I thought.
Dude, ask for help. Tell him what's up. Oh, man. Come on, Josh. I gotta say, stop saying Josh. This is Joshua. Come on, dude.
Tell me, who did this, or I'll see you suffer the same fate.
The man who delivered the coffer said, he said Sid paid him.
Is that Benedicta's head?
I let you run amok with the rest of your rats, and this is how you repay me? Find out where he is. I'll crush him, flay him, rip out his heart, him and all his filthy brood.
What's...
Send every last one of them to hell. Out. No!
Yes, my lord.
What's his icon? Nah, Sid wouldn't send Benedicta's head to him. Someone must have done that and sent it to him. Someone's stirring up shit. I'm assuming that's her head, right?
Benedicta.
Yeah, I don't think... It doesn't make sense for Sid to do that. I really don't think Sid's actually sent him her head. It just doesn't make sense. Ifrit awoken, Clive has gained control of Icon Ifrit, allowing access to new iconic abilities such as Ignition, a fiery lunge that drives back enemies while dealing continuous damage, as well as unlocking the limit break gauge. Slots for Ifrit abilities are shared with those for the Phoenix and can be confirmed via the abilities tab in the main menu. Okay, so limit break gauge, that's pretty dope. Beast and semi-prime into Ifrit by pressing L3 R3. When this gauge is full, the gauge will feel compatible to damage while successfully performing offensive and defensive maneuvers. Semi-priming temporarily grants increased attack potency and speed, gradual HP regeneration, and guard breaking strikes. Okay, so that's what priming means. So when they were talking about in the beginning, when they like only somebody else can prime him, meaning like somebody else can make them turn into the giant icon. So semi-priming is when they're like in this limit break mode, if you call it that.
So, what next?
We return to Eastpool. I promised the mayor I'd talk to him again, about Lady Hannah amongst other things. Though she may be loath to leave, I can't help thinking she'd be safer with Sid too.
All right. We should arrange an introduction then.
But yeah, I'm thinking, man, that's crazy. I don't think Sid would have sent her head to Hugo. It's Hugo, right? Kupka? Hugo? Yeah, I really don't think he would send her head to him. Like, he might have given her a proper burial, if that.
What is it?
Nothing good, I'll wager. Come on.
I'm just checking around here, just making sure I don't miss any items. Yeah, something's going on. No. They attacked this place? Oh, shit. Fuck.
What happened here?
Is that the old man? My chef?
Imperials.
Oh, you...
You'll pay for this.
We've got a live one.
What are you doing here? Answer me! Remember our orders? No survivors!
Who would order such a thing?
You know what to do, boy. It's over.
That's... Fuck this. You guys don't deserve mercy. You guys don't deserve any bit of it. Mercy for the weak, mercy for the dumbasses. Oh, sorry, I said that backwards. Mercy is not for the dumbasses. Mercy is for the good people.
Thought you could escape us, did you, Branded?
Oh, shut up. You guys are fucking screwed.
Slave, and you'll die one. Kill all the ducal dogs!
Ducal dogs?
They were innocent people!
Yeah, they were. They fucking were. You know what?
That's enough.
Yeah.
There, boy! It's over.
Oh, shit.
Sick of trouble. That's enough. You know what to do. Sick of trouble. Get him, boy. Get him.
Oh, that's just fucked up. You guys are gonna get the worst of shit right now. You guys are gonna fucking get it. Okay, so I can turn off the limit break.
Get him. Sick of Torgal.
Get him, boy. It's over. Get him. My empire will never fail.
Oh, it will now that I'm here.
You know what to do, boy. Sick him, Torgal. Put them all to the sword. Oh, no. Get him.
Garuda.
Sick him, Torgal. That's enough. There, boy. You know what to do, boy.
That's fucked up. Oh, that's Lady Hannah's house.
All must burn. The bearers and those who sheltered them. By Empress Annabella's command.
This shit makes me mad. No mercy for them, for sure.
My mother ordered this.
Yeah, your mother fucking did this.
Clive.
I want you.
I know. It can wait.
No, it can't. We gonna fucking storm her house right now and fuck her up. You know what? You're gonna get it all. You're gonna get it all.
Get him, boy. Sick him, Torgal. Over Get him. Sick him, Torgal. Get him.
What happened to you, Jill?
You know what to do.
Oh, you.
Get him, boy. There, boy. Get him, boy. There, boy. Get him, boy.
Oh, sorry, guys. Seeing that just pissed me off. We weren't even gone that long. That was just so fucked up. Like, we should have seen him coming. Oh shit, it's everybody too. There's Hannah, the mayor.
I'm sorry, Lady Hannah. You deserved so much better. All of these people did. Better than my mother.
Let's just go kill the bitch already, please.
We're too late. Gav. Clive.
I'm sorry, guys. This just pissed me off.
Acting on the orders of the Duchess, eh? We knew Eastpool was harbouring bearers.
Thought they were safe enough hidden up here, but someone must have let slip. If they'd have only come to us sooner, none of this would have had to happen. Fuck!
My mother always did despise bearers. The way Father embraced them when the other nations spat on them as slaves. The way an accident of birth gave them a power that others lacked.
But why kill everyone? They meant no harm. They just wanted to be free.
This world judges that a crime punishable by death. Which is why we're going to change it.
Fuck yeah, we are. We want to change this shit.
Gav, we want to help.
Thought you'd got your own stuff to be getting on with.
We do. But it can wait.
Figured out the most part about it, so
in that case,
let me help
you
you guys
head back and tell Sid you've had a change of heart. He was always on it yet to join us.
All right.
And we'd best be quick. Last I heard, he was planning another excursion.
What about the villagers?
Aye. Can I leave yous lot to take care of things here?
Of course. We'll make sure they get a proper burial.
Thank you. All of you.
When you're ready, then.
God, man. I was just talking about how I wish to see them like in the castle again after I take back the castle too. So it kind of hits me pretty hard. Like I was expecting for that. Oh my god.
Now, rats, lead me to your nest.
Here we fucking go. And now Sid's, and now the fucking hideaway.
Has a message for your leader. If only he knew where to send it.
All right, so we can expect the hideaway to get attacked now. Damn. All right, where do we gotta go? Hideaway. Oh, God, that sucks. Why? Righting wrongs.
To Sid Solar, then. We have a lot to discuss.
Don't get me wrong, the story is great. I'm just like, how do I say? I'm just putting myself in Clive's shoes, where
Didn't sound happy.
Like what I'd feel like. Man. Anyway. I guess they got nothing new, maybe? I was thinking they'd probably have something by now. Well, I only went to one place, so let's see if there is anything.
Why would it be?
No. There's no upgrades either, so. Dark Dash. Oh, reinforce, there we go. Doesn't do anything. I don't have anything worth upgrade. Yeah, can't upgrade anything really. Guy Blade, maybe not.
And
he ain't got nothing. Let me see what let me see what she got.
Yes? What? If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it.
We don't need Guy Blade. I need this. What can we sell? Yeah, sure. I can sell the Guy Blade. I have a use for it.
I can find a buyer.
Is this equipped? No. Yeah, I can sell these. So I don't need.
And be thankful you got that much. You got out else?
Yeah, I'm gonna sell all these. Don't need them.
And be thankful you got that much.
That's a lot of money too, so it's.
I reckon I can find a buyer.
Pretty useless in my opinion. There you go. Gilbug. Don't remember picking these up, but.
You got out else?
Black blood can be traded for Gil. Well, 400 each too.
And be thankful
I guess
you got that much.
That was from the blue chocobo. Alright.
Finished,
good.
Are you?
Alright, let's go talk to Sid. Fuck that. Arena shit. I don't need to look at it right now.
Don't mind me. Just taking a quick breather, ain't I?
Yeah, so just a quick impression that I have is the game seriously the pairing system is complete and utter garbage. I don't know what the deal is. It's like your button hit window is so tiny, and with how they delay the enemy's attacks, it's so hard to time a parry. And I guess, you know, that's what they were probably intending, but for casual players like this and fans, I don't know. I don't think that'd be a great idea to do. Because it's like, in order for you to actually parry, you have to swing your sword right as he's coming in, or right as his weapon is coming in, which makes sense in realistic terms of parrying, but it's like, I would have expected it to be like when his sword comes and you press square, that's when he parries. Kind of like a quick unsheathed type deal. I don't know. It's just my opinion. The fact you can't heal with Torgal on the outside sucks. Outside of combat.
This place is getting more crowded by the day.
I tell myself the bustle's a blessing. There'll be time enough for quiet contemplation when I'm dead. So, did you find the answers you were looking for?
So far?
I still don't know what to make of this gift, curse, or whatever it is I've been given. But there is one thing I can say for certain. I am a dominant, Ifrit. And there is nothing I can do to change that. It is a burden I must bear until my dying day.
Ifrit's been getting popular, by the way. He was a...
Forgiveness and in turn salvation can only begin with acceptance.
He had a good role in 15.
It's a path we all must walk, no matter how colourful our histories.
Sid, you once told me that you wanted to build a place where people could die on their own terms.
I did.
I've been thinking about that. Why not a place where people can live on their own terms? For 13 years, killing was all I knew. So obsessed with death.
Taking back the
that
castle.
I never stopped to consider the lives of those
Maybe.
around me.
I hope.
Lives that I see now were scarcely worth living. Be they bearers or beggars, most march blindly to their end, never realizing that they too deserve a choice. And I dare not turn a blind eye to their suffering any longer.
Spoken like a king.
So, atonement then, is it?
That was the answer we found.
The only one we need.
I'll be expecting you both to pull your weight.
And we will.
Well then, with a sprinkle of fire and ice, this plan of mine might just work.
What plan is this?
What trouble are you looking to get yourself into now?
The best kind. We're going to sneak into the Imperial capital.
Am I gonna take it back?
And pay a visit to Mother.
Oh. The Council of the Elders, White Worm Lair, and this fly is back. If you see me doing this, it's because of flies around here.
Eastern provinces has succumbed to the blight.
Without their yield, we'll be hard-pressed to fill the capital's granaries before winter.
If there is a capital by then, the black creeps closer as we speak.
And yet you do naught but bawl and bluster.
Your Radiance?
Who's this? King.
If it is fertile land the Empire requires,
Where's
we need
Sylvester?
but look south.
If you mean the crystalline Dominion's holdings, we are bound by mutual accord. Theirs is a neutral state whose borders we are sworn to respect.
Gentlemen, did we swear to see our people starve?
Well, I really do think
The gates of Oriflamme buckle at the flood of those come seeking refuge from the Blight. If there is not grain enough to feed those within our walls, how, pray tell, will we feed those without? But instead of setting your minds to riddles such as these, you lock horns with an enemy from across the sea, sending our soldiers to the slaughter in their thousands. The Empire bleeds, and you sit here prattling like crones in a tea house. And you fancy yourselves leaders of men. Sanbreque is naught without her citizens. We are but their servants. If their land is being wrested away, it is our duty to claim new lands for them.
Your Radiance! You cannot mean a war of conquest.
This king is garbage.
That is exactly what I mean. It is time we expanded our dominion. This is the will of great Grieger.
How'd you know?
There will be uproar.
Oh,
We
yeah.
must find a way to distract the citizenry. But how much will that cost?
And what of our legions? Shall we raise the furs?
Well, someone will have to contend with the Dalmex.
I will not keep you. You all have much to do.
You're the one not doing shit. Well, Jesus. Forcefully taking the land of somebody else's. Could have just probably asked.
Where is my son?
A neighboring.
The Lord Prince is currently
Empire?
garrisoned at the Strait of Orther. If it please you, I can send word requesting his immediate return to the Holy Capital.
That won't be necessary. Tell him instead to see to his wounds. Bahamut's strength will be needed again soon.
As you command.
Ah, I see. His son is the dominant of Bahamut and was the blondie we saw earlier.
I must have misheard. You mean to tell me that the mother crystals are the reason the world is dying? Are you mad?
I have been called that on occasion, but no, not today. We've all seen it firsthand. Empty wastes where once were green meadows. Land drained so dry of its ether, not even the rats remained. But where was it all going? I spent years searching for an answer, until I saw it standing right in front of me. There, in the self-same crystals we look to for their so-called blessing.
Double-edged sword. That giant crystal behind the castle.
Listen. Take this crystal. How does it allow us to conjure magics? Answer, by drawing ambient ether from the air. And where do these crystals come from?
Big-ass mother
That's
crystal.
easy. They're mine from the mother crystals.
They're one and the same. Although admittedly this here fits more easily in the pocket.
But the mother crystals are massive. Some as large as mountains.
So you see the problem. Imagine just how much ether can be drawn by something that size. As to where it's all going, mind, well, I can't know everything, can I?
We are taught that the mother crystals are divine. Their ether a gift from the heavens. For centuries, nations have fought and fallen for want of that gift. If what you say is true, how did no one else see it?
Who says they didn't? Maybe the truth was inconvenient.
Inconvenient to whom, exactly?
The higher-ups? The gods themselves?
So now you want to do something about the crystals. And what? We're not helping bearers and dominants anymore.
I didn't say that. I made a promise and I intend to keep it. But if we continue down this path, there's only one fate that awaits the realm. And we can't very well set our people free if they're all lying dead in a blighted ditch. Not if we want to create a place where they can live on their own terms anyway. Sort of defeats the purpose. So, if we have to bring the old world crashing down in order to build us a new one, what say you? Are you with me?
I am. Because it's not like anyone will die from it.
I suppose it's about time I repaid your faith.
You could have just said aye. But it's nice to have you aboard all the same.
Makes sense. Okay, I'm starting to get it. Alright, so if you guys
What have I got myself into? I'm going to need more than a few potions for this.
Yeah, we are. And now the new items are available. Okay. So if you guys didn't understand that, like, the crystal, that big giant-ass crystal that's behind the castle or the empire or whatever, that is pulling in all the ether from the planet or whatever it surrounds, causing the blight, which is, blight is the, like, magic depleted areas, I guess is what it is. Like with the people, when they depleted their magic, they turn to a blight or they petrify. So I'm guessing, so what he's saying is he wants to destroy the crystal to return the world back to its form, where the crystal is no longer drawing the ether, and put a stop to the blight. So and that being said, after that, then the bearers will have a place to live again, because if we don't take care of the blight now, or the crystals now, the blight's just gonna come and keep absorbing away at the planet, and then we're not gonna have a place to put people, or the bearers. So that's why he wants to get rid of them. It's making a little more sense now about that crystal. So that's why I wanted to agree with him on that.
So what God's forsaken corner of the realm is
Oriflamme.
The holy capital. And what business would you lot have in... On second thoughts, I don't want to know.
Yeah, and also, like, no one's gonna die from it. No one dies from that crystal getting destroyed. Only the people guarding it and wanting to kill me, they're gonna die. Alright, what we got here? Heat wave. Oh, what is this? I haven't really needed this strength tonic, so here you go. You can have
How
it.
were you going to carry all that?
No, I was gonna sell it, sorry. You can have it.
I'll be thankful you got that much.
But I'll buy the stone skin. I'll buy stone skin, yeah. I've been using that.
It'd better all be here. Speaking of, if you ask me, just
wait.
go and see Otto.
Sorry, I didn't mean to skip all that. I'm gonna see what the blacksmith's got. He's got something new. Give me a nice ass sword. Yeah, I mean, I already got one, but
Make it quick.
something stronger. Oh, boy, man. Flame tongue. Yeah, make it
Lost you a good while.
this dark sash, steel crowns. Nothing new on this end. All right, can I reinforce any of them? Nope. All right, cool.
That it?
Clive, was it?
Let's take a look at that sword in the light.
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier.
Oh,
Didn't sound happy.
looks like something a Demon King would be using. I can sell... No, I can't sell the other one. It's purple. Alright. We did all the side quests available. Nothing important. They didn't give me anything at all. But again, I want to do it because I might have... I feel like something might happen here, and I'm gonna
Clive. I'll fetch you a bowl of brown.
lose it here. So I don't know.
So you really
I'm gonna lose this area or something.
Sis been talking about bringing down a mother crystal since I've known him. But that's all it's ever been. Talk.
He's convinced it's the right thing to do. We'll be leaving for the capital shortly.
Well, you couldn't have picked a better moment. Seems the hiding the royalists gave him wasn't enough to dampen old Sylvester's spirits. His legions are on the march again, this time due south.
Another war.
All as the great Grieger wills it. Bloodthirsty little miss, that one. That's God's for you, innit? Still, might work to our advantage on this occasion. Wars breed chaos. On the front lines, and at home. With a fair wind behind them, a handful of like-minded ne'er-do-wells could melt into the back alleys of Oriflamme. No trouble. It's making it to the capital that's the problem.
The checkpoint.
That's right. Anyone travelling in or out of Oriflamme has to go through Northreach. Lucky for you, I might just know of a way.
This?
Well, no, not that. That gets you an audience with the Dame. And it's the Dame who'll see you safely through Northreach. I'll send the Stolas in the morning. Let her know you're coming. We go way back. And she's a true friend of the cause. I'm sure you'll get on like a house on fire.
That's good of you, but... who is this Dame, and where will I find her?
She's the proud proprietress of Northreach's foremost house of ill repute, the Vale. And she's quite a woman, if you know what I mean.
A woman? Right.
Don't go blinding her with your charm now, lad. I'll be expecting a full report when you get back.
Alliance reports unlocked. What is that? Alright, Alliance reports are now available for viewing by speaking with Goat at the Alliance report counter in the Hideaway Mess. These reports compiled by the Curse Breakers contain information on quests currently available across Valisthea. Okay. Let me see what's up with that.
I suppose that's everything. Now to find Gav.
Oh, you're the new lad, aren't you? Goat at your service. Well, at the Hideaway service anyway. Otto's put me in charge of reading through the reports sent in by our allies and picking out any problems that might warrant the attention of the Curse Breakers. Or any other willing volunteers. And there's no shortage of problems, I can tell you. Or maybe I don't have to. I'll warrant a strapping lad like you's got people begging him for help wherever you go.
Snoring.
Anyway, if you're ever interested in taking a look over the list, just say the word. Reckon you could probably tick off the odd thing here and there. They say little acts of kindness are their own reward. But if that ain't enough, these have got proper bounties on them and all.
Oh, this is the bounty board? Let's take a look.
Here you go.
Okay. Okay. Welcoming Committee. Holy Empire Sembrek and the Imperial Province of the Cats Away. These are side quests. I don't think I need to do this. Yeah.
Enough?
Take a look at that later.
Clive, was it?
Shit, assuming that...
Well, someone's in a hurry.
Assuming that nothing bad happens to this place.
Orders.
Funny, I never took you for the type.
Can't all be as obedient as you, Gav.
Eh?
Fine day for a little mischief.
He's laughing.
Wouldn't you say?
It's good. Good to see Clive laughing.
Is this all of us?
Actually, Gav won't be coming.
just the three of us, then?
Drake said is the keystone of the Empire. Oriflamme's in chaos, yes, but that doesn't mean we can march an army through her gates. The fewer our numbers, the better our chances of going unnoticed. And should that plan fail, well, we have our icons to fall back on.
Sid, I don't know if I can. Ifrit still seems to come and go as he pleases.
Ordinarily, priming an icon comes naturally to a dominance. But then, you are no ordinary dominance.
Well,
True.
he's still got the blessing of the Phoenix, doesn't he?
On top of that, yeah.
Mention what he sucked out of Garuda.
And on that.
And did I ever tell you about how he was once the greatest shield in Rosaria? You know, I reckon he could probably cause a path out of the capital on his own if need be.
Let's try not to find out.
We're less likely to be spotted if we travel separately. I'll meet you in Northreach in a few days. You two behave now.
There's this mission here too. Come on. We're just here in Lost Wing.
So, we're meeting in Northreach. And will I find Sid and Jill before this dame finds me?
You know, I don't think anything's gonna happen to the Lost Wing, so I'm gonna pick those up later.
But how did the grow?
And that was north of the checkpoint. I hope the dame has friends in the south.
I'm gonna go get a drink, guys. We're back. I can hear what's going on. It's not that far.
A moment, my lady.
A moment? I doubt you could afford even that much of my time. Branded.
My mistake.
No, mine. Upon reflection, you don't have the scent of a branded about you. The flowers. Otto always did know how to please me. More than Sid ever did anyway. Do you think you could please me, Clive?
You're the dame.
Sure he can.
Let us leave such impersonal titles to my less preferred clientele. You can call me Isabel. Otto assured me I could trust you. I can trust you, can't I?
You can trust me, yes, but why would you?
Help you? Because that's what we do.
Why is her voice so seductive?
Long ago, Sid did me a kindness when no one else would. I have never forgotten that. Without it, I would not be where I am today. And so, I make it a point to do the same whenever possible. Which brings us here. To the final obstacle between you and whatever it is you seek in the holy capital. I fear the guards are not likely to let a masterless bearer pass unmolested, unless...
Unless...
Unless, of course, his master deigned to appear. Yes, that will do nicely. But...
I can't take her seriously.
I shall expect a favor in return.
Wait, what?
He's like, what kind of favor you have? What kind of favor you need? Alrighty, let's go talk to her.
Fruit's not getting any fresher.
Why don't they just continue?
What are you doing?
Tut tut. We cannot have people thinking I tolerate disobedience from my branded.
The men who gave me this are no more my masters than you are. But it's not as if I can hide it.
From the moment you acquired it, that brand has done naught but take. But today, it is going to give you exactly what you want. Just play along.
Oh, it's gonna get me in. As
Madame.
her brand.
Back to the Vale already?
But of course, we must make ready to welcome you, my dear.
And who might this be?
Why, my new escort. The streets aren't safe for a girl, what with all the royalists about.
Well, don't work him too hard.
Well, that rather depends on you now, doesn't it? I'll see you all at sunset.
Boy, hold up.
These guys are talking to a much bigger guy.
Another fucking branded. Well, you're lucky you're with the dame.
You're lucky I don't slit your throat.
Get out of my sight, filth.
Yeah. Let me just... If I can get rid of these two, anybody can get in, right? Oh, well, there's people inside. That's another thing.
That wasn't so bad.
Wasn't so bad. They might have recognized me.
But they didn't. And even if they had, they wouldn't have done anything about it. The gentlemen of the garrison are some of my best customers. We have an arrangement, as do you and I. Now, if you'd care to follow me, we can speak more at the Vale.
She got some pull up inside. Figuratively and literally.
Doesn't seem like I have much of a choice.
God, terrible. I'm terrible. Anyway, yeah. Doom, 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 doom. Why don't they just continue the cutscene?
And if anyone requests her company, tell them she is feeling unwell.
Madame, you look stunning.
As do you, my dear.
Shall I have one of the girls draw a bath?
That won't be necessary. Clive, my darling. Welcome to the Vale.
The brothel. Alright, now what do I gotta do to get in your good graces?
Thank you for seeing me through the gates, my lady. I am in your debt.
Well, that was the whole point, wasn't it? And I told you, it's Isabel. Whatever wound you so tight, I wonder. It's certainly not Sid's influence.
You, mentioned a favor.
He's nervous to ask about it.
I don't want to keep my companions waiting.
If you mean Sid and the girl, you needn't worry. They have yet to reach the checkpoint. Yes, Otto asked me to help them as well. But to answer your question, I need you to find someone for me. One of my girls. Tatienne has been gone for several days now, having left no word of explanation. And I've begun to fear the worst.
I feel as if I've spent my whole life searching for people. Though I can't say I'm any good at it.
I trust you'll do your best. Oh, and take this.
Moon and stars. Alright.
Proof of that trust. And hopefully enough to keep prying eyes from looking too closely at that handsome face of yours. Now, I have matters to attend to at the Iron Flagon. If you find anything, ask for me there.
Trying to get in my pants. Sigh, but I have eyes for one lady only.
I should probably start here.
Oh, I guess I gotta talk to all these people.
You wear the dame's brooch. She must trust you.
Enough to have me look for one of your colleagues. A woman by the name of Tatienne.
She's still missing then. Oh,
if only I'd comforted her.
You saw her before she disappeared?
The day before, she was in tears. She'd lost her comb, a gift from the dame. It wasn't anything fancy, but you could tell it meant the world to her. You see, Tatienne was an orphan, and she looked upon the dame as a mother, as do we all.
So she was upset.
And I didn't lend her my shoulder. But perhaps someone else did. Tatienne shared a room. Her chambermaid may have seen something. She's over there, sitting by the pond.
Thank you. Let's see what her chambermaid can tell us then.
Oh.
So you're the new escort the girls have been talking about. And you've already been sent off on an errand, eh? Poor boy. You'll be knackered before the real work begins later on tonight.
I'm told you share a bedchamber with Tatienne. Did she say anything to you before?
Before she went missing. Only that she needed to meet with someone. She did mention a name, but I know exactly who she meant.
You do?
Lad from the garrison. Annoying little shit. Spent every guil he earned on Tatienne, and picked fights with anyone else who tried to buy her time. Followed her around like a lost puppy. Tatienne was scattered at first, but it didn't take long for her to get scared. She thought about saying something. But the dame was so proud of her for how much she was bringing in, and she didn't want to let her down.
This man from the garrison. Did you ever see him?
Of course I did. He tried to sneak into our room enough times. Slimy sod's got a scar over one eye. Claims he got it in battle.
You've been very helpful.
Don't let him get away with this. Find him, and you'll find her.
Damn.
A man from the garrison. Seems a trip to the barracks is in order.
Was she kidnapped by him?
I suppose you'll need a little something to remember me by.
And I suppose I'll need to get my coin purse.
What are you guys gonna say? Nothing? Okay. It's so funny what they say.
Excuse me.
I'm busy.
You there?
Do I have... No, I can come back. It's not a big deal.
The markets are up.
One thing I'm afraid of is, like, when you progress to the main quest, all the old side quests might disappear.
Heard the bones fell favorably.
That's one thing
I'm
that's
looking for
worried
a man with
about.
a scar over his eye.
Looking for a man? Does this look like a brothel branded? Fuck off.
Hold your tongue. He wears the dame's brooch. One word from him and the Vale's doors will be barred to us for good.
There's only one man in the garrison with a dodgy eye. His name's Yannick. I haven't seen him around lately, though.
On account of him being in war. Yannick left a few days back. Said he had dealings with a merchant there.
The dame thanks you.
Yeah, now that
the last village on the road to Oriflamme. I should let Isabel know where I'm headed.
Now that I've got your toys in my hands, don't dare say a word to me, or she'll hear about it.
Clive, tell me you bear good tidings.
That remains to be seen.
Oh, Tatienne, you could have told me.
This Yannick. The soldiers I spoke to believe he's in the village of Moor. According to them, he claimed to have some business with a merchant there. Though that wouldn't explain his continued absence.
And you plan on traveling to Moor to ascertain the truth?
Isn't that what you want?
Oh, it is, but I fear sending you there may cause more harm than good. The people of Moor are rather set in their ways. You'll find they have little love for bearers, and they will not hesitate to report one such as you to the constabulary. There is a man in Moor who owes me a favor. More than one, in fact.
A lot of errands.
His name is Bertrand, and he works at the stables. Tell him I sent you.
I shall return as soon as I find something.
Which way am I going? Oh, this way. Alright. Oh, there's another blue chocobo. Oh, there's two blue chocobos.
Oriflamme, how many bearers suffer to keep your granaries full?
There we go. About time you decided to run. Yeah, I'm not gonna get enough ice. Let's get some more. Shut your mouth. So I just realized something. You know how when the branded take the brand off their face, they're left with scars. Doesn't people realize that they used to be branded or that they're branded? It kind of seems obvious that they are branded and they've had it taken off, and I don't think getting it taken off is a good thing.
If the people of Moor are as intolerant as Isabel says, it's no wonder the Empire never sent my unit here.
Weren't expecting any new branded until the new moon. You don't think he's a deserter, do you?
What do you got?
Buy, sell, or be gone. Consider it is.
Oh, shut up. Wait, where? Oh, the sky. No, where's the chocobo guy? There it is. Bertrand.
Are you Bertrand? The dame sent me.
Sounds about right. Only time I hear from her is when she wants something.
Well, you owe her something.
Go on, then. What is it?
One of her courtesans has gone missing, and I need to find her. A soldier who may have information on her whereabouts is rumored to have come here to meet with a trader.
Many traders stop to peddle their wares on their way to the capital, but only one's been seen quarrelling with a soldier.
Is he still here?
The trader? Oh, yeah. Stubborn sod stood his ground till the soldier got tired of shouting, from what I hear. If you seek him out, keep your head down. Fact is, folks round here would sooner hang a branded than help him. And that's even with the dame's brooch for protection.
Understood.
Well then, looks like you guys will lose access to the Veil if anything happens to me.
What's this? A branded? Where's your master? Must I call for a constable?
I come to you from Northreach, at the behest of the dame. Perhaps you've heard of her.
Why, of course I have. I am the good lady's servant. What is it that she requires of me?
Rumor has it you were seen arguing with a soldier some few days ago. A soldier with a scar over his eye.
Yes, that's right. He had a comb which he claimed was an antique. Said he wanted to trade it for a newer one. But old though it was, an antique it most certainly was not, as I told him. Nevertheless, he insisted that it was of great value, and was quite vehement about my appraisal. I stood firm, however, and for all his bluster, he still purchased a new comb, albeit an inexpensive one.
And do you know where he went after that?
My customers aren't usually in the habit of telling me whither they are bound, but as it happens, this one did. Yonder ruins, strange as it may sound.
My thanks.
Not at all. I would do anything for the dame. Anything. Be sure and tell her, won't you, that I was helpful, I mean, most helpful.
Boy, trying to get it in. Alright, let's go find this dude. Make for the nearby rooms. There's a lot of side quests here. Again, I'm hoping I don't miss anything as long as I keep when I'm progressing through the game. I hope those side quests are still there.
It smells of death here, Torgal.
Oh no, is that their body?
We can't let them get any closer to the village.
All together. I don't know what to do. Just... That was pretty funny. I like that. Just watching him, just like, oh, okay. 44, not bad. Okay, I like that. Oh man, there's Tatienne.
Bodies.
That sucks.
Well, the wolves have been busy, but the blood is long dry.
Comb.
So it is you, Tatienne.
If that's true, then the body next to hers will be Yannick's. The girl Yannick went off to sea every night. You said her name was Tatienne.
You. Did you follow me?
Now, why would I do that? Unless you think I'd have good reason to. But no. I was sent to find Yannick. By the looks of things, I have.
We both found who we were searching for.
Nah, he was a jealous sod. Couldn't stand the thought of his woman with someone else. Then one
Not
day he
his
sees her
woman.
with a new comb. Thinks she's got herself a new gallant. Tells the garrison he's going to find the man and kill him. We know it's all talk, but then he disappears off to Moor for some dealings and doesn't come back.
If you mean this comb, it was a gift from the dame.
If only Yannick had bothered to ask, eh?
Yeah.
He might not be rotting on a hill.
I think he meant to ask us something else. He stole the old comb and bought her a new one in the hope they'd wed.
Wed? Where would they have gone? Certainly not back to Northreach with the dame waiting. And we all know what happens to deserters. Tell the dame I'm sorry for her loss. When the lads come to collect Yannick's body, I'll see that Tatienne is delivered to the Vale.
Is that wise?
Oh, there won't be any covering up this mess. The most we can hope for is that the dame doesn't hold it against us. Speaking of which, I saw her in Moor just now.
Great, now I don't have to go all the way
Could you
back.
tell her what happened? Might sound better coming from you.
I need to tell Isabel. Perhaps the comb will give her something to remember Tatienne by.
Weren't expecting any new branded.
If it was a message...
You are still in one piece, I see. You will be pleased to hear that your companions have arrived. They said they would meet you at a little chapel to the east of here.
Should we be talking about this next to this dude?
You needn't have come all this way just to tell me. I was on my way to see you.
You found her then? I see. My dear Tatienne. It is by no means uncommon for a client to fall for a courtesan. Especially a client who's young and far from home. But rarely do such tales have happy endings.
I found this with Tatienne. I believe it was yours.
Thank you for returning it. I shall see that it has a place on her pyre.
Got a lot of gold. Or gil, sorry. You're right. Okay.
I should go.
Before you do, I have one last gift. A token of my thanks. The Vale counts among its patrons several high-ranking officers of the Imperial Army. According to one of the looser-tongued gentlemen, it would appear that the legions are planning to march south.
Otto mentioned the same thing.
But did he mention that it was all of the legions? This is no mere skirmish. Were I to guess, I'd say the Emperor planned to abandon the capital. But that couldn't possibly be true now, could it? Take care, Clive.
He abandons it. I'll take it under my wing. I'll take care of it.
And thank you again.
All right, let's go to a place that I have no idea. I guess up here. There is a way over here, so. Man. Am I gonna even take back the castle or the kingdom? Is that a thing that's gonna happen in this game? I'm curious. Because I mean, me being the player I am, or like the gamer as Clive, I would probably want to do that. But so I can make a place for bears and stuff like that. Again, after destroying the crystal. In this area, at least.
Any trouble on the way?
None worth mentioning.
As I was telling Jill, it's worse than I thought. The capital's crawling with soldiers.
And here I am, the deserter come home.
Which is why we'll be taking the back door.
That crystal. That they're going to destroy. And no electricity required. Just some good old magic. The pleasure houses.
Cheer up, you two. Can't think of a safer place in the Empire than a... brothel.
Really? Doesn't seem very private.
So then, how do we proceed?
We'll be using the glass gate. Tonight, just after sunset.
Where the shards are loaded for transport. That is one of the most heavily guarded points in all of Sambrek.
But not the most, which is a start. Besides, I know a shortcut straight to the heart.
A shortcut? And how exactly did you come to know about this fatal chink in the Empire's armor?
Let's just say I may have attempted something similar before. and may have ended up running for dear life after being discovered by Bahamut, but that's not important.
Sid, if the Mother Crystals truly are the cause of the Blight...
If? You wound me, Jill.
What I'm trying to say is...
It makes
if the powers
sense.
that be know all of this, why do they sit idle and allow it to continue?
In case you haven't noticed, the God-fearing people of this realm and their pious leaders care for but one thing, themselves. And they'll do
Power.
whatever it takes to hold on to power. The rest of us are just a means to an end. The moment you raise your voice against them, you're decried as an outlaw, clapped in irons and slung in a cell to rot.
An outlaw.
Makes sense, though.
Whoever controls the crystals controls the realm. But our kind can wield magic without them. To our rulers, we must seem the most convenient of tools. And the most dangerous.
Because they drop from the air.
But what
Or the
makes
land around them.
think they have the right to use us? To leave us to die when our bodies are spent?
Does a nobleman weep for a broken mug? A torn tunic? Our fate means nothing to them. No, this isn't a battle you can win with words. Believe me, I've tried, but nothing ever gets through. The world is simply not ready to listen. So to hell with talking. If they won't give us a say, we'll decide our fates another way. You can't blame a man for wanting to bring an end to all this, can you?
I can't. But what of all the people you mean to rob of their comforts? Are you happy for them to call you outlaw?
Sid the Outlaw. Ah, that'll do me.
You might at least pretend to take this seriously.
Have a little faith, Jill. Even if you don't think much of my choice of digs. If it means my deeds will be remembered, I'll gladly play the role of villain. But first, we have a gate to crash. And once we're in, there'll be no turning back. So you best make ready. The world won't save itself.
The world won't save itself. Alright, so we're in Northreach and we gotta go here. Drake's Head. So we know what we're gonna do now. Okay, so I think I'm gonna end it here, guys. Actually, you know what? Let's hit on Drake's Head real quick. Wait, you've reached a pivotal moment in this story. If you continue, you will not be able to return. Oh, shit. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna do all the side quests because, from what I'm reading here, it's telling me that I'm not gonna be able to return, period. It's not saying that after this, I can return. So I'm thinking that there's gonna be a big change. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do the side quest first. Get them all done. That way I'm not missing anything, because I like to complete it all. But being this game is quite linear, I have to get it done first, so. Especially if this is going to change a lot. But yeah, I'm going to end it here, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know what you think so far. If maybe I said something wrong in the game, I'd like to know. I'd like to correct myself. I'd like for you guys to help me correct myself on that part. So, but as far as I believe that our main goal now is to destroy the crystals, and I'm thinking that's these 1, 2, 3, 4 crystals. So it's gonna be a long game. So I don't know how many parts I'm gonna do this, but thank you guys again. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.